Yo, what's going on YouTube FalconGames? We're here with another Sword and Shield tutorial. Today we're going to be doing a complete full tutorial of the Battle Tower in this Pokemon Sword and Shield. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you smash the hell out of that like button down below. So obviously before we get down to the Battle Tower basics, let me go ahead and show you where the Battle Tower is. If you remember, this is where we fought the Pokemon League and everything all in here. So it's in Winden right here. I'm not 100% sure on how you get here, but by the time you do the whole and beat the whole story of Sword and Shield, it should be unlocked already for you to fly. So there's that. So in case you don't know what the Battle Tower is, basically the Battle Tower, if you've actually played Gen 6 or 7, you might remember the Battle Mason or the Battle Tree. It's basically that, but obviously better. So basically you can do this to fight a bunch of trainers and you can get battle points, which basically battle points allow you can transfer in any of these areas, or well, not any of these areas, but I'll go over that in a second. Any of these areas you can get items such as like items or TMs that you can actually use in competitive battling. So with all that, let me go ahead. This also is not going to be a competitive battling guide, just so you know. So with all that, I'll be going over each of these trainers and what they do, and basically how you can do stuff in the Battle Tower. So first up, there's this guy right here, and as you see now, which Pokemon will I have undergo hyper training? This is basically the guy that you go to hyper train. So basically, if you don't know what hyper training is, it's basically where you can basically super train a Pokemon in a stat. So if I wanted to train Chandelure in special attacks, I have to make a special attack absolutely monstrous, I could go ahead and do that. And vice versa, if I wanted to do that with Hawlucha's attack stat. Basically all it is, basically the power up of singular stat of a Pokemon. And that's all that is. So I'm not 100% sure how to hyper train yet. I'm still focusing on that one. I might do a separate video, or have a video soon on just a guide for hyper training, but I have to go ahead and explore into that first. Then you have this guy, and he actually lends you a team. So if you don't have a competitive team yet, he actually lends you 5 different teams. 3 of them are for singles, 2 of them are for solos. So you have so you basically have the basic team, the skill team, the tough team, the rain team, the slow team, and that's it. Basically the basic, skill, and tough team are for singles, and the rain and slow are for doubles. Obviously if you click on one of the teams, he will do a brief examination on it. So obviously for the basic team, this team is good for single battles. It's a nice simple team that's built around 3 Pokemon close to the heart of anyone in Galar. Take a good look hard at what types of Pokemon your opponent is sending out, and choose one of the great allies to send out yourself. So basically he'll give you a quick little description of the team. I am renting all 5 of these teams because I obviously had to go in and do battles in the Battle Tower just to go ahead and check stuff. So I will go ahead and quickly show you those sets after I go over the trainers. Oh, is this the verses? I actually didn't select verses from the menu, then select battle stadium to participate in ranked battles. Okay, I don't know what that is, but that's not important to the Battle Tower. This is obviously where you register. And then this is one of the battle point shops. So this is where you actually buy items that you can use for competitive. So obviously we have the ability capsule. So a capsule that allows a Pokemon with 2 abilities to switch between these abilities. Allows you to reset all your EVs or IVs, I'm not 100% sure. A choice band, pretty obviously just locks you into attack and makes you stronger basically. Obviously there's a description for it down below, as you can see. The choice specs, the choice scarf, the assault vest, life orb, the red card, the eject button, all of these items have been in the game before. The eject pack though, they have in Gen 8 added some new things to the game, so obviously the eject pack is one of them. So this is when one of your stats are lowered, it will be swapped out of battle. So kind of like a longer term eject button. Obviously eject button, the moment your Pokemon is hit with an attack, the button is immediately swapped out of the battle. But eject pack, it's the moment your stats are lowered. The blunder policy raises your speed sharply when a Pokemon misses with a move because of accuracy. So basically, if, like, let's say I went for Fire Blast with Chandelure, and I missed, obviously Fire Blast is not the greatest accuracy, so then my Chandelure would get a +1 in speed. Weakness policy, Focus Sash, Air Balloon, White Herb, Mental Herb, Power Herb, Room Service, another item, and I'm to be helped by Pokemon lowers speed when Trick Room takes effect. I'm not 100% sure what this does. I haven't really had a chance to mess around with the new items, but definitely excited to see what this one does. I'm assuming when some Pokemon goes Trick Room, the Pokemon that use Trick Room, or the Pokemon that is faster in Trick Room, if it's holding this, it will actually lower its speed, so then it'll be faster in Trick Room, if that makes sense. The Light Clay, the Terrain Extender, and then the Throat Spray, which the Throat Spray raises special attack when the Pokemon uses a sound-based move on it. Pretty self-explanatory. Adrenaline Orb, if held by Pokemon, boosts speed when intimidated. Obviously, I don't know if there's anything in Gen 7, but this is what we use to get that friend to call thing that we use to shiny hunt Sun and Moon. The Absorb Pulp, Cell Battery, the Luminous Moss, and the Cell Battery is new. I don't know if it's new, but I think all four of the items are new. See Absorb Bulb, an item to be held by a Pokemon, boost special attack. The holder is hit with a water type attack and can only be used once. And this is basically the same thing, except it boosts your attack when it's hit with an electric type attack. And then the Luminous Moss boosts your special defense when it's hit with a water type attack. And then the Snowball boosts an attack when it's hit with an ice type attack. All really good items that can really be used to help you in your competitive thing. And obviously they have the battle point where obviously starting with 50 with the ability capsule all the way down to 10 with that. And then this person, if you remember, that was something that was new, that revealed to help you in competitive, is the Mint. Now the Mint, if you don't know, so let's say I have a modest Haxorus, and obviously modest, oh my goodness, and obviously modest is not a good nature for Haxorus. Then I can give it an adamant, and then it'll have it so Haxorus keeps its modest nature, but the effects of the nature will be so it's adamant, which is really cool. Great addition. It took them so long to put this in, but this is obviously where you get all the mints. They're all here. They all do the same effect for their respective nature. And obviously you have the description down there, so obviously you can tell, and it's actually a lot easier to learn what the natures do based off of this. So definitely very solid, pretty self-explanatory. So that's actually where you find the mints, just in case you didn't know. This lady right here will actually give you Type Null. Usually there's a Type Null standing right here next to her, but I obviously already got it, so that's where you actually get Type Null and then evolve it into Silvally for your Pokedex. And then this lady, these three people in the seats, they don't do anything, they're just NPCs. Then this lady over here will actually sell you TMs. Obviously we have Giga Drain, Mystical Fire, Razor Shell, Bounce, Fling, Self-Destruct, Imprison, Trick Room, Wonder Room, and Magic Guard. That's basically where you buy TMs for Pokemon. So all very good TMs, decent chunk of them for pretty good for competitive. And now, last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and show you the teams. Oh wait, that's right, I forgot. There's tiers. I'm not 100% sure what the tiers are. There's basically your like normal tier. Then you got a Pokeball tier, a Great Ball tier. I'm not 100% sure if the NPCs in the battle tower get stronger as the tiers go on, but basically the rewards basically every time you go up a tier. So like tier 1, 2, 3, 4, you'll get rare candies, and obviously the more tier you go up, the more rare candies you'll get. Not 100% sure what they all do yet, but I'm still figuring that out. But that's basically the sums up of what I can do, or what they do so far. So now if we go ahead, showing off the teams, as you can see here, that's my party. But these teams here are all the teams that the dude will rent to you. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead show up all their sets right now. Just so you know what to do. I'm not gonna show you how like strategies how to do with these teams. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you the strategies that you can, or not the strategies, the teams, the items, the sets, all so you can do your own strategy with that. Now keep in mind that they are all a neutral nature, so I'm not sure if these are EV trained or anything, but just considering the fact that they're neutral nature, I'm going to go off the back that say they're not. Obviously the game is still pretty new, so I'm not positive on this, but I'm pretty sure that all information will come out now. But as of right now, I'm going to go ahead and say they're not EV trained just because they're serious, but they do have just some competitive sets, simple competitive sets for the battle tower that'll get you some battle points and obviously help you grow as a player. So first up we have the basic team with obviously the 3 Galar starters with Rillaboom, holding a Citrus Berry with Drum Beating, Wood Hammer, Superpower, Earthquake. Then we have Cinderace, the Fire Starter, obviously Life Orb with Pyro Ball, Zen Headbutt, Gunk Shot, Iron Head. Inteleon, the Water Starter with the Blunder Policy with Snipe Shot, Hydro Pump, Blizzard, and Shadow Ball. Gengar holding the Focus Sash, rocking Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave, Dazzling Gleam, and Destiny Bond. Haxorus rocking the Lumberry with Outrage, Earthquake, Poison Jab, and Dragon Dance. And then Togekiss rocking the Expert Belt with Air Slash, Dazzling Gleam, Flamethrower, and Nasty Plot. So that is indeed the basic team. Now if we go on to the skill team, definitely a much more interesting group of mons here. So first up we have Gyarados with the Walk-On Berry with Waterfall, Ice Fang, Earthquake, and Dragon Dance. Then we got Como-O with Citrus Berry rocking Clanging Scales, Flash Cannon, Flamethrower, and Clanger Soul. Phalanx, a new Gen 8 Mon, rocking the Focus Sash with No Retreat, Mega Horn, Close Combat, and Throat Chop. Tyranitar rocking the Chocolate Berry with Stone Edge, Low Kick, Stone Edge Crunch, Low Kick, and Dragon Dance. Duraludon with the Light Clay, rocking Stealth Rock, Light Screen, Reflect, and Steel Beam. And then Grimmsnarl rocking the Leftovers with Darkest Lariat, Spear Punch, Drain Punch, and Bulk Up. So definitely very solid squads here. Then the tough team, we go into this, we have Big Boy Snorlax with the Citrus Berry, rocking Double Edge, Earthquake, Curse, and Recycle. Dragapult rocking the White Herb with Dragon Darts, Phantom Force, Draco Meteor, and U-Turn. Mimikyu rocking the Life Orb with Shadow Claw, Player of Swords Dance, and Shadow Sneak. Rotom, this is Rotom Heat with the Choice Scarf, rocking Overheat, Volt Switch, Will-O-Wisp, and Trick. Hippowdon rocking the Rocky Helmet with Earthquake, Ice Fang, Yawn, and Slack Off. And then Aegislash with the Leftovers, rocking Shadow Ball, Shadow Sneak, King's Shield, and Break. Now, the three teams I just went over, the Tough, Skill, and Basic team, are all for singles. So if you're going to go into singles, these are your best bets for that. Now, these next two teams, the Slow and the Rain team, are for doubles. So let me go ahead and show you that. I haven't used these mons yet, because I haven't really done much of doubles, but I'll go ahead and show them off. So first off, we have Pelipper with the Focus Sash with Hurricane, Scald, Tailwind, and Protect. Ludicolo with the Assault Vest with Energy Ball, Scald, Ice Beam, and Fake Out. Coffee, that was my throat. Barraskewda with the Life Orb with Liquidation, Close Combat, Poison Jab, and Protect. Regular Raichu with the Bright Powder with Fake Out, Thunder, Encore, and Faint. Ferrothorn with the Choice Band, rocking Power Whip, Gyro Ball, Iron Head, and Toxic. And Seismitoad with the Rindo Berry with Hydro Pump, Sludge Bomb, Earth Power, and Muddy Water. And yeah, I don't know if that was it or not. And then the last team, which is the Slow team, we have Lucario with the Choice Scarf, rocking Final Gambit, Crunch, Close Combat, and Quick Guard. Oranguru with the Room Service with Trick Room, Instruct, Psychic, and Protect. Hatterene with the Mental Herb with Trick Room, Psychic, Mystical Fire, and Protect. Torkoal with the Charcoal with Eruption, Heat Wave, Solar Beam, and Protect. Delmize with the Iron Ball with Gyro Ball, Phantom Force, Power Whip, and Protect. Coparaja with the Life Orb with Iron Head, High Horsepower, Power Whip, and Protect. And then that's it. So that is indeed all 5 teams, and all of these are pretty solid teams. So with all that, that is indeed the Battle Tower. I'm actually going to go ahead and end this with a video, because I actually do a lot. I actually have done a lot of these battles off screen, just obviously learning the Battle Tower. So I'm going to go ahead and get my main 3 that I usually bring, which is Dragapult, Mimikyu, or Dragapult, Rotom with Heat, and Aegislash. Obviously this isn't a strategy that you guys have to go by, but just something I like to do. Definitely very fun. Uses some old Pokemon that I love to use, and some new Pokemon too. So with all that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to go ahead and be the complete Battle Tower guide with Sword and Shield. Now, obviously, I'm not 100% sure if new things will come out and be revealed about it, but obviously, if they do, I will do a video on that. But as of right now, this is the most best and complete guide through the Battle Tower. And why is it the best guide? Because unlike these other content creators, I actually took the past few days to study and actually test everything before getting a video up on that, because I want to get nothing but the best out for you guys. So, if you guys enjoyed this tutorial, make sure you smash the hell out of that like button down below. Also, hit that subscribe button for future sword and shield content. But with all that, my name is FalconGames. I will see you all.